So Modern Warfare has been out for 2 weeks now, and there's a lot of guns that need a big nerf, and I'm talking about guns like the 725, even the M4A1. And today I'm going to give you guys the 5 best class setups that I was able to make within this game. And I'm going to give you guys a quick little warning. I am not making an overpowered class on the 725. There's no way I am giving anyone a class on that gun. I hate that gun, and I think it should definitely be nerfed like crazy. It's just, dude, every lobby you get into, there's 5 guys running it, and there's nothing you could do about it. So that kind of sucks, but I'm going to give you guys some weapons that are fun to use, SMGs, ARs, and all that kind of stuff, and these are going to be the top 5 best class setups for those weapons. So before we get into the first one on the list, if you guys could drop a like on this video, let's go for 1,986 likes on this one. That would be absolutely amazing if you could hit that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on, and let me know what your favorite weapon is down in the comments below. Now let's start the list off at the number 5 spot. And the number 5 spot, some of you guys might be like, why is it at number 5? And it should be at number 1, I'm being honest with you guys, or it should at least be at number 2. But at the number 5 spot, we got the M4A1. And the reason I put it here is because this gun is just way too powerful. Everyone's using it, and I think it's kind of unfair to the other weapons if I give it a higher number on the list. So for the M4A1, the first thing you guys want to do, you guys can check out the class on screen right here. It's an amazing gun. It's really good, but I think there is another AR in this game that is better than it. But nonetheless, you want to put the stock M16 barrel on this weapon for sure. The TAC laser, I don't want to say like laser twice, but that's what it's called. In the laser attachment slot, you got to put on the TAC laser. In the stock spot, you want to put the M16 stock. I feel like it really helps this gun out a lot. For the actual underbarrel, I would really recommend the Commando foregrip, and this gives you good recoil stabilization. It gives you aiming stability, but it takes away some of your movement speed, which I'll be quite honest, I haven't really noticed in game whatsoever. I feel like I still move at the same speed, so that might just be like a little lie right there. I don't know. I don't really notice a difference. For the rear grip, you want to use the granulated grip tape. This gives you positive aiming stability, just like the underbarrel, and it gives you your aim walking steadiness. It gives that as a positive as well, meaning when you're moving and aiming at the same time, your gun isn't going to be wobbling around everywhere, but it makes your aim walking movement speed a lot slower. And that one I did notice, I'll be honest. So your movement speed is a little worse with this class, but everything else, your aiming, your recoil stabilization, everything is great with this one right here. Now for the perks, these are probably going to be the exact same perks for every single class, and what I really recommend in the perk 1 slot is to go ahead and use Scavenger. I really think that's probably the best perk to use in the game. In the number 2 slot, I really recommend using Ghost, so that every time someone gets a UAV or anything like that, you don't want to be seen. And then in the number 3 spot, I forget what it's called, but it's the first perk. I think it's called like Attack Boost or something like that. I'm not sure, but this one allows you guys to get your field orders much quicker, 33% faster, and if you're using Dead Silence, you're probably going to get that like every single minute of the game, which is worth it, and I really recommend using Dead Silence all the damn time. Now going down to the number 4 spot, I have a weapon here that I thought for a little while was better than the M4A1, but after playing with it for a long time, I think it's on par with it. I think it's equal. I don't think it's better, and I don't think it's worse, and that is the Kilo 141 assault rifle. This gun is actually really fun to use, and it kind of sucks up close, but when you get to those longer ranges, it's definitely a great one that you want as well. So the same perks like I just mentioned, it's going to be the same Dead Silence and everything like I just mentioned, but the attachments will be different. So you're going to want to run an optic sight on this one. It feels weird if you don't have the optic, and the one that I really recommend is the GI Mini Reflex. It doesn't make your aiming speed that much slower. It does slow it down, but not by that much, and it is really small, so it doesn't take up half your screen. After that, you want to run the Laser 1MW, and it gives you guys hip fire accuracy with no negative whatsoever, and we all know the hip firing in this game is really damn good. So if you guys have this, it makes it even better. Go ahead and use it. The stock, you want to use the Forge TAC Ultra Light, and the Ultra Light really is ultra light. Your movement speed barely changes whatsoever, and I think it actually makes you a little faster. It might give you a negative, but it actually makes you faster in the game. I don't know why, but I do like using that one. For the underbarrel, you want to use the Commando foregrip. This gives you the recoil stabilization and aiming stability, and it takes away the movement speed. And then for the rear grip, same thing as the M4A1, you're going to use the granulated grip tape. This gives you as well the aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, but it does take your aim walking movement speed into effect, and it kind of makes it worse, but that doesn't even matter with these guns right here because you still move fairly quickly and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about it. And aim walking movement speed, I personally prefer it to be slower in this game than faster, so you could be on point. These guns have a lot of recoil, so when I have one that the negative is an aim, walking, movement speed, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. Going down to the number 3 spot, and I wanted to put this in the number 2 spot, but I like the number 2 weapon so much more. That is the P90 SMG. This one, what you want to throw on, exact same perks, exact same dead silence, and you want to have your barrel to be the Forge Tac Retribution, and it gives you damage range, it gives you bullet velocity, and it gives you recoil control, meaning you're going to do a lot of damage at far range, your bullets are going to go farther faster, and you could control the recoil easily. Now, it does take away some ADS speed and movement speed, but it's okay, guys. We're going to put some other attachments to kind of give up for that. So laser, you want to put the Tac laser. This gives you ADS speed, it gives you aiming stability, and it gives you aim walking steadiness, so you guys can move faster, you guys could aim faster, so it kind of negates the whole entire negative of the barrel that you had on this weapon, but it does make your laser visible. After that, you want to put on stock the fly trap. This gives you sprint to fire speed and aim walking movement speed, but it takes away some of your aiming stability. And sprint to fire speed, a lot of times there's attachments like that. I really recommend using those, because when you're double sprinting in this game, it is really damn hard to like just aim and shoot really fast if someone's already shooting at you. After that, the rear grip, you want to put the stippled grip tape. It gives you ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and it takes away some aiming stability again, just like the stock. So you have two negatives there that take away aiming stability, but like I said, it's not really noticeable within the game. And then for the underbarrel, you want to run the granulated grip tape. This gives you aiming stability, thank God, because the other two attachments took it away, but it takes away some movement speed. Now, this gun is a little heavier than the regular stock P90, but with these attachments, I feel like just so much better at long range. Up close, this thing already shreds people. Medium range, this thing already shreds people. And then that long range, those help it out a lot. Going to the number 2 spot, we have probably one of my favorite weapons in the entire game, and that is the MP5. I personally think it's better than the MP7, and I love this gun to shreds. This gun, it just drops people so fast. They can't even react half the time. So you want to run for this, again, same perks. You want to have that dead silence as usual, and then you want to put your barrel as the FFS Light. This gives you ADS speed, but it takes away some bullet velocity, which isn't too important when you're focusing more on close to medium range gunfights and stuff. The ADS speed is super important. Your laser, you want the 5MW laser. This one is really damn good as well, but your laser is visible, but your sprint to fire speed is better, and your hip fire accuracy is better. So if you're sprinting, you could sprint and start shooting really fast rather than if you didn't have this on. So I really recommend having this one for sure. Next off, for the stock, you want to run the Forge Tac Ultralight. This gives you aim, walking, movement speed. It just makes it so much better, but it makes your aiming stability a little worse because you are moving faster while walking. It's a little harder to aim. The underbarrel, you want to run the Commando foregrip. This gives you recoil stabilization and aiming stability. So the stock, we had the negative aiming stability, but this one has a positive, so it kind of puts it back to where it would be, and it makes your movement speed a little slower, which I really don't notice, man. All the characters in this game run super slow. And then for the rear grip, you want to run the granulated grip tape. This gives you, again, aiming stability and aim walking steadiness. Now, the aim walking movement speed is a little slower, which is kind of good. It makes your aim walking steadiness and stability a lot better. Now, for the last weapon on the list, this is actually my favorite weapon, and we're gonna kind of make it into an SMG, but it is an assault rifle. This one is really damn good. This gun, actually, with the right attachments, is so much better than the Kilo 141, and is so much better than the M4A1. And guys, that is the M13. Now, with this one, the lucky thing about this class is that most of the attachments that we're using are the ones that you unlock fairly soon once you get this gun, and it looks like an SMG and it moves like an SMG. So the first thing you want to run on this is the Tempest Mini Barrel. This one gives you aiming down sight speed, and it gives you movement speed, but it does take away your recoil control and bullet velocity, which in my opinion doesn't really matter because we're playing as if this gun was an SMG to begin with. The next one you want to use is the Tac Laser. This gives you aim down sight speed, it gives you aiming stability, and it gives you aim walking steadiness. It gives you 3 positives, and the only negative is that your laser is visible. The next one you guys want to run for the stock is no stock whatsoever. This again gives you moving speed, and again gives you aim down sight speed, but it takes away your aiming stability and recoil control, which, guys, it doesn't really matter because this gun's recoil control to begin with is already really good. Now, for the rear grip, you want to run the granulated weighted grip tape, which gives you aiming stability and aim walking steadiness. Now for the last attachment, you guys could either run an underbarrel, which would be the Merc foregrip if you guys want to use this one, which gives you recoil control and hipfire accuracy, or you could opt in to use an optic instead of an underbarrel. And if you do use that, I recommend the Solo Zero Optics Mini Reflex. This one gives you precision, I should say, sight picture, which lets you guys see the people clearly, but the only thing is the aim down sight speed is a little slower. So I do use the optic sometimes, or I do use the underbarrel depending how I feel, but this gun, guys, it deserves the #1 spot. Absolutely insane. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like. We're gonna go for 1,986 likes on this one. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We're getting super close to 500,000 subscribers, so that's insane. If you guys could help me out, that would be honestly amazing, and thank you guys so much. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite weapon is in the entire game. Anyone says the 725, I gotta just kick you, man. I'm sorry, I don't like that weapon. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.